The crystal chandeliers shimmered like frozen lightning above his head, and every polished shoe that brushed past him felt like a reminder that he did not belong there. Daniel stood near the entrance of the grand ballroom, his palms slightly damp, his thrift store blazer clinging too tightly to his broad shoulders, while a sea of tailored tuxedos and diamond-studded gowns moved with effortless grace. He had faced hospital bills, sleepless nights, and the quiet ache of raising a child alone. But nothing had prepared him for the humiliation of feeling invisible in a room full of power. Before we continue, if you believe in kindness, in second chances, and in the quiet strength of ordinary people, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel, Kindness Stories. Your support keeps these stories alive. Daniel had not wanted to attend the charity gala in the first place. The invitation had arrived unexpectedly, printed on thick ivory cardstock embossed with gold. It was from Elara Vance, the billionaire entrepreneur whose name dominated headlines and business magazines. Daniel only knew her because the small community center where he volunteered had once received a modest donation from her foundation. He had written a simple thank you letter on behalf of the children. Apparently, she had remembered his name. Now he stood surrounded by marble pillars and towering arrangements of white orchids, painfully aware of the scuffed soles of his shoes. At 38, he carried the exhaustion of someone older. His dark hair, once neatly trimmed, had grown uneven in recent weeks because haircuts felt like luxuries. His hands were rough from working double shifts at the warehouse, lifting crates until his back burned. Every sacrifice he made was for his 7-year-old daughter, Lily, whose laughter was the only melody that ever made the world feel right. Since his wife's passing 3 years earlier, life had become a narrow bridge suspended over uncertainty. He learned to braid hair by watching online tutorials at midnight. He mastered packing school lunches shaped like hearts because Lily once whispered she felt different from the other kids. He attended parent-teacher meetings alone, sitting in tiny chairs that made him feel both enormous and painfully small. Love was never the problem. Money was. He had nearly declined the gala invitation. The thought of hiring a babysitter and taking a night off felt irresponsible. But the community center director insisted, telling him it was a chance to network, maybe even secure funding for the after-school program Daniel fought to keep alive. So he borrowed a blazer from a coworker and practiced tying a tie in front of a cracked bathroom mirror while Lily clapped and told him he looked like a movie star. Inside the ballroom, conversations flowed like expensive champagne. People laughed too loudly at jokes that did not seem funny. Daniel felt the weight of invisible judgment in every glance that lingered a second too long on his worn cuffs. He tried to blend into the background, studying the giant ice sculpture shaped like a soaring dove, wondering how many grocery bills it could have paid. Then he saw her. Elara Vance did not enter the room, she commanded it. Her silver gown caught the light in soft waves, her dark hair swept into an elegant chignon that revealed a face both poised and strangely distant. At 42, she carried herself with the confidence of someone who had built an empire from nothing. Yet her eyes, sharp and observant, scanned the room not with arrogance but with curiosity. Daniel expected her to be surrounded by bodyguards and executives. Instead, she moved through the crowd alone, greeting guests with measured warmth. When her gaze finally landed on him, he felt his chest tighten. For a split second, he considered turning away, pretending to check his